guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Tazzcraft Season 2. We're back in the base as always, and I've just come up from doing a little bit of villager trading because I heard something pretty funny today that I had no idea existed, but I mean it makes sense. Hopefully they don't remove it, but if you get a Silk Touch book, let's see if this works. I think if you get a Silk Touch book and then you can mine like grass and sand with it. Oh my god, it works. Oh no. So now if I come over here, and you can also mine glass with it. Oh yes. This Silk Touch book I'm going to use to mine glass. Oh man, that's really funny actually. So I can just come up here and dig that out. That is actually amazing. Now, something I want to do for the beginning of this episode is actually get Silk Touch on my shovel. And hopefully get maybe some efficiency on my axe. Because at the moment it's just a Silk Touch Unbreaking 3 axe, which isn't the best. So I probably have some form of an efficiency 4 book somewhere. Let's see here. Okay, no efficiency 4, but I do have 2 efficiency 3. There we go. Get an efficiency 4 and get that on my axe. Alright, awesome. Now I'm going to disenchant this because, well, I don't really have much of a use for this right here. So if I just disenchant that, grab the XP, hit this button. Guaranteed. Oh, it's only Silk Touch. I mean, I'm gonna grindstone that because I want to be more than just Silk Touch. Because it's a bit poor, I think. Oh, okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Awesome. Silk Touch Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 3. That's pretty much what I wanted, except maybe Efficiency 4, but from memory, in here I have a bunch of Efficiency 3 books, do I? Got one there. Let's see if I can just get an Efficiency 3. I guess not. I know I have... Yeah, I'll just grab this one. May as well. And... Can you get sharpness on a shovel? No. Okay, there we go. So that's a good shovel, good axe. Perfect pickaxes, of course, except my fortune doesn't have efficiency 5, but I'm not going to worry about that too much just yet. And I've got a Silk Touch book. Oh, man. Anyway, that's used just about all my levels. And I might actually try and get mending on everything as well. I have enough mending books in the mending shop, however... Actually, it's 10 emeralds now because they've changed some of the things. I'm going to go over to the mending shop, pick up a couple mending books. Let's see if we've made any profits as well. Now, I have a feeling that nobody's actually been to the shopping district because the portal isn't even lit. I accidentally did that and I was going to fix it, but I guess I forgot. And, yeah, that probably means no one's been up here. No new shops, unfortunately. Hopefully someone will build another shop in here because my little bookshop is looking very lonely out here, isn't it? Anyway, let's open this up. Let's see. Okay, nobody's bought any mending books. So we need shovel, axe, and sword. And I think that's all the books that we need. I don't know. Trying to orient them in a cool way. Anyway, so that should be everything we need. The shovel, the axe, and the sword. And I think that would be just about perfect. So, boom. Boom. And boom. There we go. So that's mending on everything. And we've pretty much got perfect tools. Our bow could maybe do with a little bit more. And of course we can get efficiency 5. But other than that, I think everything is just about good. This sword is pretty much exactly how I want it. And yeah, I'd say we've done a pretty good job. Anyway, that was a huge distraction. That is not what I was going to do for the beginning of today's episode. Now, before I was distracted from what I was actually going to do today, what I was going to do was dig a tunnel over to near where the villager database is, or where the hard drive is anyway. That's what I'm going to call it, the villager hard drive. I want to dig a tunnel over near it because, of course, I want to have the selector panel and all that within the base because, well, I want it to be easily accessible. So I'm going to dig a short tunnel to about near where it is. It shouldn't be too long, obviously. I don't want a super ultra long tunnel. So I'm just going to dig over just a little bit, and yeah, I'll be back with you when I have a sizable tunnel. Guys, it's been about 15 minutes now of pure digging, and this is what we've managed to achieve. So, as you can see, there's a fairly sizable tunnel going over to this area, and then as you can see, we've got this wall. So this wall, I think, can open out into a room, and then what I'm thinking is maybe have the redstone either underneath or on top. How far underground are we? Okay, we have a fair amount underground, so I think having the redstone above might not look as cool, but maybe, maybe we can have some sort of staircase coming up here, so we kind of go up a staircase and then have the redstone below, because I don't want to have the redstone super deep underground. I'm not too sure. Anyway, this is a fairly long tunnel. I know it may not look very long, but it's quite a ways to walk through the base, I guess. So what I'm thinking is we can have all sorts of different things coming off here, like maybe little farms coming off, like, or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, this is a pretty big tunnel, and I'm not going to be decorating this today, because that would take, that would purely take way too long. And I'm not looking to invest heaps of time into decorating. But either way, I think it turned out pretty good. So what I'm thinking is, yeah, I think, oh no, I need to light this place up. Okay, I've got a few torches on me. I'm gonna light this place up and then show you some of my ideas. Alright guys, so it turns out that I was digging out this hole. This is my idea, by the way. Have like a staircase coming up here, and then all the villagers kind of, yeah, all the commands will be in a room here. But as I was digging out this room, I found myself underneath the thing, which is a bit of an issue. It's a little bit of an issue. I feel like we might have gone too far. I do like how high up we are. That means transferring the lines vertically won't be too big of a hassle. However, we are encroaching in this area, which is not exactly ideal. So, I think this will be the far end. So I think we're going to have items running through this area along here. So it shouldn't be too big of an issue. Yeah, I think it'll work out quite well, actually. Okay, yeah. So I'm thinking if we I'm gonna dig out this big room here, and you know what? I might do a little bit of a third-person time lapse of that. So I'm gonna get the camera count on here, and I hope you enjoy that. Guys, so we have dug out the area. Here it is. It was a lot quicker than I thought it would be. I thought this would take a lot longer than it actually turned out taking, and I wonder. It's still a thing. It's still a thing. Of course it is. Anyway, yeah, so we have dug out this area, and this is where I plan to have the room where we have all of the things. So I'm thinking, if we have a bunch of levers on this wall, pretend these torches are levers, a 6x6 area of levers, that's not going to work, is it? 36 divides into 3, but that's not useful, is it? I might have to do a little bit of shuffling around, but anyway, all the levers are going to be on this wall. And I think having a bunch of redstone lamps on this wall would be cool as well. So that's 4, 8... Right, okay. Yeah, this is going to be difficult. This is going to be difficult. That is 8 redstone lamps right there. And we'll be able to have 8 levers as well, I'm guessing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, if we space them out like that. However, 9, 10... 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Even if we put them all compressed like that, which I don't really want to do, considering, well, yeah, it'll be a bit of a pain to hook up the redstone to that. I probably should have thought of that before I dug out this huge room, shouldn't I have? Maybe... Oh, maybe if we have lamps, but we have a button on it as well. Am I going to be able to do that? Let me see. Let's hop into a testing world real quick. Right, guys. You may or may not like this. This took me really quite a long time to design, but here we go. Yep, that is what I've come up with. Right here. A mess of redstone dots, comparators, pistons. Oh, it's all over the place. It is absolutely all over the place. However, it does work. I can confirm. And I believe I can just replace that with that. Then that'll... I don't even need to have this anymore then, do I? I can just have a repeater going through like that. There we go. It does work, and it is 1 wide, which I kind of need. Well, technically 2 wide because of this, but that's fine because it's tileable. It's tileable. And, yeah, so pretty much the way it works is that we can have this output going through into this lamp totally separate of this button, which comes through here. And that is totally separate of any lamp, except for this one, obviously, because I can't really help that, can I? Other than that lamp, though, it's pretty much totally, yeah, it's totally fine. So, yeah, there's a lot of redstone going on here. I could probably explain what's going on if I try hard enough. So basically, the reason we have this comparator here with this redstone dust going into it with full power there is because, well, this, if this is active, which I'll do really quickly just like that, there we go. When the lamp is active there, that'll actually activate this comparator if that lever is off, as you can see, and that'll set the output to on, which we don't want. But we send this in because if we press this button, it'll send a full power through, so it'll actually be able to go through, which is amazing. So yeah, that's pretty much how that works, and the exact same thing is going on down here, except on a more compact scale. And yeah, I think it's pretty good. It works pretty well, I think. Not a little bit expensive, but I'm still gonna have to figure out a couple things, like how am I gonna get an output to these pistons, maybe through the use of observers. I'm gonna work on this design a little bit more, and then I'll get back to you once I have something substantial. And sizable progress I have made. As you can see here, we've got a button for room 15, and this is the layout for the buttons and the things as I showed you before. This is the one for room 15. Let me just disable that. You can see it turns off, and when I hit this button, that lamp will turn on temporarily, but that doesn't matter because that lamp will stay on. And as you can see, if I head over here to room 15, which happens to be over here, there's a villager in here, the lamp's on. This is open, which means the villager will not go through. If I set the time to night real quick, and then set the time to day, he will not go through, so that's good. So then if we want to grab that villager, however, and send him down to the bottom, we can hit this button, and that will turn that lamp off, meaning that if we head over here, the lamp in the villager thing here will be off, and this will be closed, meaning that if we set the time to night, this guy will go to sleep, and we set it to day again, he will go down there and meet his demise. Well, not necessarily his demise in the actual design, but he'll go somewhere. So, what is the redstone for this, you may ask? Well, here it is. Yeah, it's overcomplicated, yes. Very overcomplicated, in fact. But it works. It does work. And it works pretty well. And it only has to travel through one signal for the indicator lamp, as well as, you know, sending the villagers down. Because I thought, you know, if there's no villager in there, we may as well have the thing closed anyway. So that's pretty much how I did that. And this just pretty much toggles whether a villager is in here or not. And this button on the wall here will also toggle whether there's a villager in here or not. And that's pretty much just for when you get a new villager in there, I guess. You can hit that toggle switch Or if you want to, if you were doing trading with villagers, you know, you got a good villager, you traded with him, you want to send him over to somewhere, you can just hit this button and you don't have to go all the way back to the selector panel over there. So it's a bit of a convenience thing, but yeah, it also adds it also adds a little bit of complexity, which is always fun. But yeah, so that's pretty much how the whole thing happens. I showed you how this little checkerboard thing works. Pretty much over here, these repeaters are trying not to power these pistons here, and I tried not to bud power anything. I don't think I did because I used all slabs, so we should be good on that front. Anyway, then pretty much it just goes into a T flip-flop here, which is for the lamp, and then there's another T flip-flop, which is for actually the lamp over here, and actually sending the villagers out of the area and whatnot. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've done. I think it's pretty good. That's pretty much this is what I have managed to do. This took me a good almost 2 hours to come up with. Yeah, it took me far too long. Anyway, yeah, so now I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to head on the Tazzcraft server and clear out a bit of an area for this. So hopping back onto the Tazzcraft server here, I think I do want to have the buttons on this panel along here. However, it's not really going to work for me that much because it is colliding with this area, as you can see here. And the redstone will come well and truly out to about this point here, which will definitely conflict with everything else. So that might be a bit of an issue. Other than that, I'm not really sure how I could fix the issue. Maybe not making this come diagonally as far across. Maybe. I think that might be what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to, make this thing maybe curve across about here even. Or go a little bit further that way and then curve across. And then end up being at about here. The selector panel, that is. Maybe it doesn't even really need to curve, much more anyway. Yeah, I think that would probably be ideal. We have the selector panel here because then we still don't have to walk very far from the main base, right? I think that would probably be pretty ideal. So, I'm now got to try to come up with a little design for this and actually work it in with where the the position and the shape and all that. I'm not going to be filling in any of the decoration blocks yet. I want to get the redstone in first, which I'm not going to finish the redstone in today's episode, definitely not. But I just want to start getting it in, and yeah, hopefully it'll go relatively smoothly from there. So, maybe we can even have just the button selector panel here. Yeah, maybe that'll work. Let's see. Alright guys, so I have dug out the general area for where the button selector panel will be. So if we head in here, the room kind of opens up diagonally, and you can see all of the switches will be along here. There will be buttons, there will be 3 layers of them, going all the way up. Of course, this is only too high for the minute, because I still need to do a lot more digging before I can actually, yeah, get all this in. So I am going to do all this digging, and I might do another third-person time-lapse. The first one was slightly disappointing. Hopefully this one won't be as disappointing. Except I'm kind of hoping that more time is going to have to be invested into this project. This is strange. Anyway, I'm going to get the camera account on here, do a bit of a third-person time-lapse, digging this area out. And, yeah, I hope you enjoy that. And there we go. That is the whole area dug out. Obviously I'm going to need to dig behind these a little bit for all the redstone. I'm going to have to dig behind quite a bit actually. And I might actually have to go higher as well, because all the lamps are going to be at that level and the buttons are going to be underneath. And I think it would probably be nicer if we dig one block higher. So, yeah, I guess we'll dig one block higher maybe from there. Anyway, I'll do that off camera. I won't, bore you with that. Anyway, yeah, we've dug out this room. And I'm not going to bother digging out behind for the redstone just yet because, I got some interesting plans coming up. So, you may have noticed that my sword and bow and, stuff, all the durability has changed and all that sort of stuff. That is because, well, oh, hello, zombies. Thank you for telling me that you exist right here. Let me, box this place in. Anyway, that is because I actually forgot to record this clip at the original time of recording this video. I'm recording this clip and that third-person time-lapse, a few days later? Yeah, a few days later, because I simply forgot to do it. I was like, yeah, I'll do a third-person time-lapse, and then I forgot. So, yeah, that was kind of dumb of me. Anyway, I can see myself moving on the second account if I just... There we go. Gotta love it, gotta love it. So yeah, now you can see me. May as well end off the video like this. Anyway, guys, so yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Tazzcraft. It was a pretty... I think the episode turned out pretty good. I can actually say that legitimately because I finished editing the video. But yeah, anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Tazzcraft. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, whatever. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.